fellas. That's not a way to start a life. That is not a way to start a life. Oh. Yuck. Cable guy, how we doing, sir? Oh. Bearded, what's up? Squirrely? Midwestern, how we doing, man? Lori, good evening. Ruger, what's up, man? You know your mom beat you on comments, so just letting you know. We're about ready to get hammered with some pretty good rain here, it looks like. I'm doing all right, buddy. Actually came out here tonight and nothing to do. I thought out some fur that I'll have to get on early in the morning, but Mr. Somebody, how we doing, sir? Yeah, I figured. And that's the thing. I feel bad. I get on here and everybody's going. Their week's starting, and this is my Saturday night. So uh, I get it. I've got about 50 more stuff for the tannery, and then I'm done with all that work. So that's gonna be nice. Be ready to be done with it. Jeff Hale, how you feeling, sir? Man, I'm getting scruffy. It's about that time. Ruger? Nah, not much, buddy. Just getting by, getting by. My wife started on a couple of teddy bears for an individual, bobcat and otter. So that's kind of cool. She got the bobcats in a couple days ago. Mike, how we doing? I don't know yet, bud. I got about half of them at fur harvesters. The other half are staying here until next year. Bearded, it's tough, man. Getting rid of those bugs, it'd be like getting rid of flies in here. You could spray something. Actually, be harder than flies. Flies are kind of out in the open. There's stuff you can spray. Bug bombs help a lot, but I've got so much stuff in here, nooks and crannies they can hide in. Even in the pelts themselves. If they're dried inside a dried pelt, it's not going to kill them already. So, you can kind of keep them at bay, or like minimize it, but for the most part, it's going to be here. Hunting stuff. How are we doing, buddy? But no, it's one of those things. If my shop was immaculate, like some people I know that keep a very very well manicured shop that are responsible, you'd probably do better off. But I mean, even like my raccoon boards here, you get 200 of them in a pile. They can hide in between there, about anywhere. All my beaver boards, it just you spray them and you might put a dent in them, but within a couple days they're back to where they were. So, Dominion, how we doing? Yeah, Dominion. I know there's a few of them breaking out, buddy. That's something. So I have a theory on this. Makes me nervous going into next year. And this complete theory. There's no fact behind this at all. But for the last very, very many, probably 3 or 4 years, maybe even 5 now, our winters have been extremely mild. Extremely mild. You guys watch me. Well, some of you probably watched me trap muskrats out of a boat after Christmas. Um, but we've been in a severe drought. No storms, no nothing all summer, just dry. This year we're actually getting rain and real rain. So it's kind of back to a normal spring, if that makes sense. And that makes me wonder if we're going to have that normal winter, which a normal winter in my opinion, from what I remember, would be, we got snow on the ground and kind of froze up or close to froze up by Thanksgiving. So is that going to happen this year? I have no idea. Complete theory. Just something I kind of pondered on a few days ago at work, when I have nothing going on, just sitting there thinking to myself. And it's kind of a scary thing, really. My mind wanders. It's crazy. But, now that we're going back into what I call kind of a typical spring, I wonder if we'll have a typical winter. So I don't know. I really don't know. Mike, pretty bad, man. I think I ended up with 32, so pretty rough. I won't say for lack of effort because I definitely could have pushed harder, but I couldn't afford to take the time off work. Just a lot of obstacles, a lot of competition. Just didn't work out well. Midwestern, you don't talk like that. Oh, bearded man. I'll tell you what, our creeks are. I know the Des Moines River last week. So last weekend, 8 days ago now, it was out of its banks, and I haven't seen it out of its banks in, well, yeah, probably 3 or 4 years at least. So real good. That's the problem, man. My job is so slow right now that there is a lot of downtime, too much downtime, and that's why I can't get the hours that I used to. They force us out all the time, so makes it tough. Makes it very tough. Hey, Scab, how we doing, buddy? We're gonna be, I'm not sure when, but we're gonna do kind of a sale or an auction of some bears here, and some tan fur here probably in the next couple weeks. I don't know when it is. I got to talk to the wife yet, but no, Pops isn't here that I know of. Not yet, anyway. I just got done watching the NASCAR race not long ago and watched Stenhouse punch Kyle Busch in the face, so that made my night. Hey, Evie, long time no see. Hopefully you're doing well. Ruger, I don't think he did, man. I put that TV on slow motion, and I think he got him. Probably not square, but he got him. I'm going to turn the walk-in off. Hold on a second. There we go. Now I can hear your words. Oh, I'll bet Midwestern. Hopefully you guys had fun, man. That's awesome. Yeah, we were supposed to be going to a beach this year, but I don't think that's going to happen now. I'm trying to talk my wife into taking my daughter to a beach at least. My daughter's never been to a beach, and she really wants to. So, kind of hoping she takes her at least, and I'll stay here with Noah while he's recovering. So, which, to be honest with you, I don't know. I don't. She thinks I'd love to see a beach. I don't really think it'll be that exciting for me, just because I'm such a Ruger at heart. Good, Evie. I was pleasantly surprised. I did not know what to expect with that. I won't lie. Apparently, it's a very popular thing that I did not know about, so it's pretty cool. Lori, who won? I gotta ask, who won? I was watching that today at work too. Ruger, we're just boring people. Midwestern, yeah. If we do a family trip this year, yeah, we're just going to the Omaha Zoo, and there's a drive-through zoo over there too. We're gonna go to, kind of have fun. So, Dan, how we doing, sir? Still frustrated with you, sir, for not messaging me. By the way, you should have got on me about that. Nah, then I ain't missing anything, hunting and stuff. I do. I do. I appreciate it. Rigor. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I know, but I wish you'd have told me because I had no idea until I got my truck cleaned out, and I'm like, son of a. So I had no idea. If I wouldn't have found that, I would have had no idea, man. This is how crazy it is with hot right now. Those furs behind you, behind me, I just put up like 3 days ago, and they are like done, 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 done. The fox were up there a little while yet, but and now it's so quick. I have to get them down before beetles find them. I will actually show you. Per my mistake, it's still salvageable, but if you look right there, that's the start of beetles on a raccoon pelt. It's so hard to tell, but it almost looks like a fur was dried and then cut because they just eat it. It's so hard to tell. I don't know if I can get this or not. It just looks like pieces were perfectly cut out of it. That is beetles. Here's another example up top. It might have a little white next to it. And generally, if you have issues, which this one is so minimal, a lot of times you'll see like little like dustings of stuff down here in the skirt, of things that are, of beetles that are molting or shedding or whatever you want to call it. But that one's not getting sold. It's just, I'll get it tanned. Hey, Quentin. Found some zeros? Cool. Scab, I like that. No, Midwestern, you'll get tanned. Once it's tanned, then we're safe. But really, Xander with a negative 21. That just blows me away that they can be 21 under par. Granted, it's 4 days, but like, I think I've hit 2 birdies in my life. So, and Quentin, we are having a trapping event in Audubon, 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 there in West Central Iowa. Hopefully, you're able to make that one. Bearded, yeah, it's warm up here too, buddy. You got arrested? Ruger, I did not see you getting arrested. Oh, okay, Evie. Thanks for stopping in. You have a good night. Yeah, Midwestern, I'll give you that. Quentin, man, I don't have papers in front of me, but I think that one is going to be August 11th. A lot of our trapping classes are moved to Sundays this year. Uh, I know we don't have a whole lot of Iowa guys in here, but we kind of, it's a double-edged sword, you know. Saturdays, we felt we were missing, you know, kids had, you know, softball games, baseball games, even possibly the start of football as we get later in the year. So we moved it to Sunday, and we realized, you know, that's more of a day of rest in church. You're going to lose some for that. It kind of ended up being more of a thing that the group that's putting it together, Sundays worked better for a lot of the teachers or whatever you want to call it. So, yeah. Scab, I like that. All right, thanks, Mike. I appreciate it, man. You take care of yourself. But yeah, we are hopefully this next week. I got a lot of calls to make tomorrow, but I think we're going to be finalizing um, most of the classes in Iowa this week, so then we can really get behind, start pushing them. I don't even know what you're talking about, Rigger. Oh, they went all Happy Gilmore and rammed the TV tower. By the way, they're coming out with a second Happy Gilmore, just so you guys know. Well, Quentin, you saw me on Facebook asking for feedback, and that's one big thing we were looking at pushing this year anyway, is to start trapping classes, be as balanced as we can across the state with as many classes as we can. And now, I might be wrong, but I don't think you could drive an hour and a half in Iowa right now without hitting a class. I could be wrong on that, but I think I'm correct. Oh, hunting and stuff. That's awesome. Yeah, Dan, I'm the gopher for sure. Actually, no, I'm the guy chasing the gopher. Man, that light's really bright. Pretty excited for these classes too. I'm getting excited for it. I just hope we can get a good turnout for them. That's my big thing. Myron, the stuff I have at Fur Harvesters sells June 17th, I think it is. It's a Sunday. The Sunday before my boy's surgery, so that might work out well. Yeah, Quentin, so that's the thing. Once we get these classes finalized and they get to become public, man, I got a lot of mosquito bites. They're driving me crazy. Once everything becomes public, I am going to ask a lot of people in the local areas to really push these and really promote them. I'm going to have flyers printed. So if there's any local hardware stores that, have flyers and stuff outside, they can do it there. Hopefully they can promote them on, like, a lot of communities have their own Facebook, how can we help type stuff. So I'm really hoping a lot of guys can really help us there. Dan, they are. The local game wardens, they have I think it's 30 minutes to an hour allotted in the beginning for them to talk about laws, regulations, right after we talk about types of traps and everything. It's pretty good deal, I think. I appreciate it, Myron. We got a lot of stuff planned this year, and I think it's going to go well. I appreciate it, Quentin. We're asking for the public in the general areas is, or the other trappers, is just to promote it. To really get this out there, get the word out, share what we know. To advertise for them. That was a lot of the problem with several classes last year. They didn't get promotion. They only had 3 or 4 people sign up, and they ended up canceling the classes. And that's kind of why we're pushing this harder this year, is to hopefully we can get, I would like to see a minimum of 15 to 20 people in a class. That's kind of my plan. Hopefully we can push that 35 to 50. That's kind of my goal. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what we can do this year. So, whole new ball game. I went from being in charge of 1 class to 7. So, I've been doing a lot of phone calls. I know last Monday I made 42 phone calls, and on Tuesday was 27. Just in 2 days, dealing with local DNR agencies, finding local facilities, talking to other trappers in the areas, looking for quality facilities. It was pretty wild. So, plus I got, we got a good team behind us that's really knows what they're doing, and can really talk to people, and that's a huge plus. So I'm pretty excited for it. I'm just the guy setting everything up, but they're going to be the ones that are actually doing all the presenting. All right, Midwestern, you take care, bud. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. The problem is, cable guy, that would be a great thing, and that's what I was wanting to do. Is man, they can promote it at schools, but school's going to be out here in a week, and they're not going to be back in school before the time. So, but it is what it is. Kind of tough, but there's some local FFA groups and stuff like that that can reach out to people, and I kind of go back and forth with it. You get these farm kids involved, but at the same time, a lot of them kind of already know about trapping. So my big picture goal with educating is I want to find those kids in big cities or on the suburbs of big cities that know nothing about trapping, that have not been swayed by all the anti-commercials that you see, but just that kid that just sees something or hears something, goes trapping, huh? I didn't know they still did that, which you would be surprised at how many people there are just like that. I have probably stumbled across 50 people on my channel that didn't even know trapping was a real thing. Uh, and just find these groups of people that haven't been swayed to hate us yet and show them the real story. They may never trap a day in their life, but I'll tell you what, they at least understand why we do it. I get it, Bearded. Maybe that's something you can work on, buddy. Oh, is it Dawn? Yeah, we're about to get hammered. We're about to get hammered. Ty, congratulations, man. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Congratulations. Congratulations. My wife actually brought up having another one tonight, so no way. Yeah, that's awesome, Ty. That's awesome, man. Yeah, Scab, exactly. Exactly. Oh no, Quentin. No, 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 no. No way. I will not go through that again. Yeah, Ty, I bet you guys are. That's awesome. I mean, this is kind of crazy to say, but I literally could be like 4 years away from being a grandpa. So, cable guy, trust me, there. That is that possibility has been removed from the equation. Nope. I about lost both my wife and daughter at birth, and that scarred me enough for life that I don't ever want to risk that again. So that was scary. I'll never forget that. Yeah, Ruger, I know she would. I know she would. Got awfully still outside. Hey, Lexi, how we doing? No, Ace, 13 chickens is enough. I spent 2 evenings making chicken boxes for them to, or nesting boxes that I'd almost bet they'll never use. So, I mean, these chickens are like babies to her. I mean, she's got them xylophones for them to peck and make different sounds, and 100 different roosting bars or whatever. I don't know. Whatever, her thing. She loves it. That's great. I'll support it. I just want to eat them. Oh no, Ruger, it's terribly hot in here. My shop is always 10 to 20 degrees warmer than outside. Mostly because that walk-in freezer. When that walk-in freezer runs, that exhaust is just heat. So it's basically like running a heater in my shop year round if I don't shut it off. No, Alexi, I'm not getting started. Like, this is where we draw the line. Any more will disappear. Hey, Pest Center, how we doing? Yeah, Jeff, I know it's coming. I know Tuesday we go to Iowa City for one of my boys' appointments, and it's supposed to be really bad on Tuesday. We haven't, Don. I have not. I think we're pretty well in line with everything we need, honestly. Um, we've got some, we've got sponsors for all the equipment that gets handed out in these classes. We've got most of the facilities located and or reserved already. We're waiting on hearing from a couple others here soon. But yeah, we're getting there. Oh, I'll bet, Scab. I'll bet. Hey, Rustin, how we doing? Yeah, right, cable guy. Exactly. Good, good. Nope, just kind of bored tonight. Not much going on. I mean, it's hot out here, but I don't want to wake the family up on a Sunday night. Oh, no way, Lori. I could not do that. My heat might be on during the winter, but my bedroom window is open from mid to late November through about middle of March. And then after that gets shut. And then as soon as we hit 73, 74 degrees, that air's on. I can't handle it. I can't. Rust and I was 1098, so a couple shy of 1100. Broke my record, but I'm just those numbers every year, kind of right in there. So we'll see if this year's going to change or not. A lot of variables this next coming year. Right. Oh, Ruger, I get it. Hey, my wife she'll still have a blanket on in this house at 80 degrees, and I'll be sitting there almost naked in a banana hammock, gasping for air. I can't breathe. So yeah, Dan, I won't be hitting anything like that hard, but if I could somehow knock out 400 to 500 muskrats in the first 4 days, would be pretty cool. I appreciate it, Rustin. Far cry from what Next Gen did, but I'm happy with it. Yeah, no way. It hits 70 degrees. My house is 82, 83. I can't do it. Yeah, like honestly, no joke. If I could, perfect cutoff weather in my house is about 64 to 66, give or take. But I can't do that with the family. They freeze to death. Ruger, you said you guys are going to Bloomfield this year, aren't you? Yeah, Ruger, I think we do 72, I think. Oh, bearded, perfect scenario for me to sleep. That's kind of one of the reasons why I opened my bedroom window. I would love to sleep at about 50 to 52 and throw a blanket on, or two blankets on, and I'm good. Ah, cable guy, I like that. Hunting stuff, I'd keep you warm, buddy. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Dan, that's why I told my wife, like, you guys can put more layers on. I can only get so naked with children in the house. Sorry. I got you, Ruger. It's hard to believe Nationals is just over 2 months away now. So, hunting stuff, why you got to be like that? After all the years we've been through on YouTube, right, Quentin? Oh yeah, Ace, I get it. No, and that's the thing. Like right now, my bedroom, I have a portable air conditioning unit blowing. I mean, it's literally from me to my phone away right now. Like right there, I have a box fan right behind it, and I shut the bedroom door and everything, and it goes right on me at 62 degrees, and I'm still hot. Yeah, Don, we do that. We do that. 2 months and 7 days. Lexi's keeping track. Scab, this is no joke. Um, our first summer here, when we had our old air conditioning unit, I ran the walk-in all summer, as well as a few chest freezers. Yeah, I had two $800 electric bills. So we learned real quick we got to adjust that. Chad, it's in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, buddy. How we doing, by the way? Yeah, Rigger, it's funny how that works. Samuel, how we doing? Yeah, true, Honda stuff. Yeah, I work. Well, it's -10 now. They cranked it up a little bit. Pest hunter, I am, aren't I? So, Rustin, good trapping question. I like that. I like seeing them in here. This is not something I've done in numbers. Uh, the most rat huts I've ever trapped on in my life was probably a dozen of them when I was right out of high school, when the water backed up and we had huts in an area. I love, number two would work. I used 1.5. You could use number ones even on that kind of sloping side of a muskrat hut. You kind of huts are. Hold on, let me get in front of the camera. Wrong way. Huts are kind of built like this. We have one side that's kind of flatter, and it has kind of like a slope, like almost a landing pad or a runway that they kind of climb up. A 1.5 right underneath that is dynamite. Colonies, I use more in ponds. Ponds are my big colony things. If I know a pond has muskrats, I want to wait till skim ice. I want to go out there in the early morning sometime, generally late November, and you get like that half an inch. I think I filmed it a couple times on my private property. You get like a half an inch of skim ice, and you'll see those bubbles popping out, and it'll locate all those dens for you. Throw a colony trap if it's legal in your area. I'm not sure where you're at, but if it's legal, they are dynamite. Absolutely, Don. Um, someone's probably said it already. No, they haven't. The 25th through the 27th, I believe. It's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Ace, no way. It still hurts. It still hurts. Bruised. I mean, internally, my ego, everything's destroyed. Yeah, a cable guy, I get it. I get it. Okay, yep, Thai, they're not legal there. All right, Bearded, thanks for stopping in, man. You take care of yourself, buddy. Always good to have you in here. Oh, it is. It is, Ace. Especially den entrances. You'll see, if you're looking as a bird's eye, if here's the bank, you'll see this big pocket of bubbles. Like, here's the bank, you'll see a pocket of bubbles, and then you'll just see bubble trails. They might get thinner as they go out deeper, but you'll just see those little pockets of bubbles going out. There's a den right there. If it's a big den, you might have beaver or even otter. Chad, you should, man. You should. It's going to be a good time. Nationals is always fun. So, I don't know if anyone saw my mushroom video today. I had I think it's Elena, commented on my video. She's around here somewhere. I've never met her, but this lady has seen me several times. Said she saw me at Walmart, but didn't want to say anything to me. Saw me picking mushrooms off the side of the highway the other day. Several times she's apparently seen me around town, but never said anything to me. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Lexi. Yeah, I get the first demo on Thursday. The very first one after Tom Miranda's coffee time. No, I don't think so, Scab. I mean, she just follows my videos and she'll just always, hey, how's it going? Or then a couple times like, I saw you at Walmart and I saw your wife. I was just too scared to say anything. We should have. I'll say hi. I ran into a guy at Pizza Ranch last night that recognized me. So he even gave me permission to trap 25 acres, which it's all timber and crick, and I don't do a lot of private ground, but he's got bobcats in there, so I might try it. Yeah, cable guy. Chad, I think I have not. Yeah, Alexi's got it 9. I'm just glad it's done and out of the way. I'll tell you what, though, it is such an honor to be asked to do that. I did one in Lima, Ohio a couple years ago. That was the first demo I've ever done. And you want to talk about nervous. I definitely made several mistakes, but hey, it is what it is, right? We're human. But it's just so cool from becoming that person that knew nobody and nobody knew at trapping conventions until Lexi's dad introduced me to people. It's just cool. Best hunter, I get it. That's true. That's true, Ace. I mean, Ruger does text me late at night, like, you up? Where you at? Hi, sweetheart. And I'm like, Ruger, my wife's here. Come on, man. I even cut up some of my beaver boards to make my wife's chicken boxes. Quentin, I'm pretty pumped up too. Conventions always get me kind of back in the mood. I normally for me it always gets hot and I'm finishing fur in the heat, and then it comes kind of a survival mode. Let's just get stuff done and suffer through it. But once that's done and I get in convention, it starts kind of reigniting that fire. Oh, cool, Pest Hunter. Was it out in Pennsylvania? I seen Boxy's video on it. I appreciate it, Ruger. Yeah, somebody's got treatment with respect to not hit me in the shoulder all the time. Okay, Quentin. Yeah, that shouldn't be too far south of you. Oh, Pest Hunter. I didn't know there's one in Arkansas. Heck, Bearded should have made that one. I wonder if he knew about it. Good. Yeah, Dan, I make all my own though, so which isn't the end of the world. Maybe she'll reimburse me for what I told her I spent on those boards during COVID, and then I can buy 10 for one. Done? Oh no, no. I pushed through a lot of them. I did. So I tried something new. I've been trying some experiments with these mushrooms. Um, so I grilled some the other day on kebab sticks. Just tried that. Some Lowry seasoning. Throw them on there after we got done cooking burgers. Yeah, we'll try it. And they were okay at first when I ate them, but then actually, like when I warmed them back up or even ate them cold, they're phenomenal. I don't know what that's about. But tonight I tried putting them on my smoker, wrapping them in aluminum foil, tighten them up so it's not really smoking, just more or less grilling them pretty much. Uh, Terrible choice. They got soggy and that's basically steam cooked and was not good. But I tried anyway. All right, Scab. Thanks for stopping in, man. I get it, buddy. No problem at all. Oh, cool, Pest Hunter. Yeah. I love doing stuff like that. You meet a lot of people. Chad, I'll tell you what, man. Go to one. It is one of the coolest things you'll ever do. There's so many people out there that are so like-minded. Um, Sorry. That's too long. Oh, okay, there we go. Normally I just go up against the corner of the house and rub my back. And my wife's like, "You look like a bear." Don't judge me. Yeah, hunting stuff. I'm learning that too. I'm learning that too. Yeah, Ruger, you do that, man. That'd be amazing. Ace, no. I got out of the nuisance stuff a couple years ago. I just have too much going on between my regular job, taking care of my family, roofing and siding jobs. I just don't have the time. Huh, that's interesting, Quentin. That does sound good. Homesteaders, I get it, Pest Hunter. Yeah, and that's the thing though. Like we're all kind of in one boat. Um, I know into the fishing. I jump on a few as a bass fisherman, and people going for sturgeon and for crappie, and it's kind of cool. We're all together, whether we like it or not. Yeah, Ruger, our watermelon popped really quick. I think it was supposed to be what did they say it was, 10 days, and yeah, I think it was like 6 or 7 too. It was quick. Yeah, Lexi, I hope he does. I really do. I know he kind of has a lot going on right now. Is the best way to say it. So nice, Daryl. That's awesome, man. Quentin, if you get free time tomorrow, buddy, shoot me a message on Facebook. I kind of want to help you out a little bit on some of this YouTube stuff, if you don't mind. Nice, Ruger. See, next time I see Ruger, I'm just gonna give him one of my. I think I got 230 coon boards, and I'll just let him do it. Yeah, Quentin, I'm happy to help you, bud. Just a couple things that help get you to take off a little bit and to make sure we're on the same page. Rustin, I get it, buddy. You take care of yourself, sir. Thanks for stopping in, and we'll catch you on the next one, bud. I tell you what, who's on the ball right now is next gen. I'm just blown away by that kid's motivation. Like he sent me Snapchats today of him scouting for next year already, as well as trap modification, getting new gear. It's just amazing. Yeah, Alexi, I hope he does too. I really hope he does. Ruger. Hey, yeah, it's right there in our entryway to our house. So as soon as you walk in our house, you'll see it. Oh, he's just an animal. The kid's on fire. And don't get me wrong, come convention, I'll be really pushing a lot harder, especially for the goals and plans that I have for this year. But right now, it's just kind of survival mode. Let's finish up the last of these furs and get them in storage away from the bugs and move on. So, it is what it is. Shop cat. I hope that was him. I didn't call you, dog. No, but I got some good scouting this year that I want to do. Believe it or not, it's kind of hard to describe, but if my trap line was a circle, my house would be about right here. I go about 7 miles one direction, but the other way I go about 40. And I really haven't done much past that 7. So we're going to see what's out there. Hunting and stuff, yeah, I did. Kind of had to. Right, Ruger. Yeah, I get it. No, Chad, it's not. It's not climate controlled. I mean, it's my walk-in freezers heat it in the winter, but there's no AC out here. So, Lori, I didn't. Uh, I'm pretty disappointed about that. I had big plans to, and just did not work out to get to. So, the good news is the spot that I wanted to go, I drove past last night, and the water is up. And that is my plan tomorrow afternoon. My wife even gave me permission to go fishing tomorrow night. So I'm taking a good buddy of mine that's done some trapping with me. And tomorrow night, we're going fishing. Come hell or high water, which the water's high, that's why we're doing it. So, really hunting stuff? Man, that's too bad. No, I was planning to, and then started getting around to it, then got caught up in something else. Next thing you know, I got called to help with something else, and it just, next thing you know, planning to be fishing by 9 o'clock. Next thing I know, it's noon, and I got some other furs that were thawed out in here that need taken care of, and it's just like frustrating. But what do you do? Hunting and stuff. You can't catch fish though in the fountain in the mall, man. You got to spread your wings a little bit. How far of a drive is it, Pest Hunter? All right, Quentin. All right, so if you don't mind, I'm going to share my advice on that with you right now. Not worth it, buddy. Not worth it at all. For the average person to make fish oil, you're going to spend a lot of time and energy spending a lot of time and energy making what you could buy for the equivalent of $10. I know you don't hunt and stuff. I just had to mess with you. Oh wow, yeah, that's a haul, Pest Hunter. I get it. Quentin and I did that several years ago. I cut up fish, I jarred them, put screen over them, let them sun render. And that was a mouse. Is that Bill? Bill? Might have been Molly. I'm not sure. Yeah, a lot better than last year. I get it. Right, Dan. So, Quentin, what are you using fish oil for? Yeah, Ruger. I've watched that cat catch a blue jay out of the air in this garage, but mice he doesn't care about. I really don't care, Pest Hunter. He comes over here and I got a jar of cat food that I took the lid off of. He'll come and grab some and he runs off with it, and I don't care. Pocket set. Okay. Are you? What else are you adding to that pocket set, Quentin? Anything else? Okay. Okay. I get it. Yeah. I don't. That makes sense, man. That makes a lot of sense. Are you doing just fish oil, or is there anything else associated with it, boss? Yeah, I'll give you that, Ruger. Okay, Quentin. So this is strictly my opinion, but my opinion was developed with my line and with a lot of people that are way smarter than me. But if you're throwing carp in the back of that, don't even mess with fish oil. There's no need to. That carp is going to thaw out enough, and it's going to just leak enough that that oil is going downstream. Oh yeah, if you're bow fishing, man, I wouldn't even buy fish oil. So that was a big thing for me. I used to go through a lot of fish oil in my dog proofs, believe it or not. I pack it full of cat food, and then I take fish oil and I just squirt the crap out of that. And I was going through 5 gallons of fish oil a year, which back then was $16 a gallon. Like, man, that's $80. I quit using it, still had the same results. So I quit doing it. Yeah, hunting and stuff. Yeah, his shop cast's way bigger than mine. I'll promise you that. But honestly, quit. I mean, I'm not telling you not to do. I mean, if you want to and it works for you, do it. But in my opinion, man, that's another tool to carry down there. That's another expense. That's a lot of stuff you don't need. Carp is a good bait. The only thing better than that, in my opinion, would probably be shad in the back of that hole, or maybe some jack mackerel. But you're gonna pay more for that. So, David, how we doing, sir? Yeah, Chad, absolutely. That works great too. Quentin, it is, and that's the thing, man. These big bait and lure makers, they can make it by the 50-gallon drum. I have messed with it, man. I've taken bluegill. I've taken. Oh, yeah. Okay, it's Sally. I seen her again. Uh, I will. I've taken bluegill, carp, and I've cut them up into little pieces. Filled mason jars up, put a screen over it, seal them up, drain the fluids off regularly, and messing with it that much, I got maybe a mason jar full of fish oil that I would use in half a day. So, in my opinion, not worth it, man. Honestly, if you're really wanting to, just go buy 2 gallons of fish oil for $40, man. I know it costs money, but your time is better spent elsewhere when it comes to processing fish oil, in my opinion. Yeah, Ruger, figure out how to scroll up in the chat. Mama did. You just got to figure it out yourself. Oh, thunder. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, it's 4th of July out here now. Hunting and stuff. So Lori is mom to Ruger. Dad Ruger is dad to Trappin' Bros. Ellen is mom to Trappin' Bros. So Lori is mother-in-law to Ellen. You get our little family circle here. I get it, Quentin, but man, you're a lot of work there, bud. Yeah, see, I nailed it, Rigger. I know your family tree. Yeah, hunting stuff. We got a lot of the Brits in here, so it's awesome. Yeah, Quentin, that's what I would do in my opinion. In my opinion, for where you're at with the trap line, your energy is spent better finding locations than worried about bait. Because I know the general location you're at, the population that you have. I would focus more on when you think you found enough locations, double it. When you think that's enough, find 20 more. Because that has been my weakness for years is locations, which is crazy, but it is. Me too, hunting stuff. Oh, I'm just glad you have Ellen to keep you in line. Hunting stuff, isn't that funny? Like my whole life, it's been Deaver. Like that's what I'm called, Deaver. Deaver here, Deaver, Deaver, Deaver. Even my parents wouldn't call me by my first name. They just call me JD. So all the time at work or someone professional talks to me, they're like, Justin, Justin. No, yeah, sorry. What was that? Like, yeah, I didn't even register. It takes me a second because nobody calls me that. Quentin, I promise you don't have to find private, man. I'm not saying not to, and if you're more comfortable on private, do it. 100% do it. The road is not a comfort thing for a lot of people, and I respect that. But I've preached this for years, and I actually learned this from Mark Steck uh, that if you want numbers, you stick to the roads. Bottom line. Probably one of the best raccoon trappers I know of that only traps private ground, hit like 500 raccoons in the season. And in my perspective, that's like 3,000 to 4,000 coons in public in the road ditches, because it's just that extreme, Uh, private ground. Yeah, I can go on some private ground. I can walk it, drive four wheeler, side by side, whatever. If you got say 200 acres, okay, so if I set that hard, it's going to take me 4 hours to set that 200 acres. Just is. I'm going to catch 15 coon the first day. Like, this is awesome. Next day is going to be 6. Next day, 3. And next thing you know, I'm checking an hour and a half worth of traps to catch 1 to 3 coon. I can stick to the roads and move so much quicker. I don't have to worry about it being muddy. I don't have to bring a trailer. I don't have to load anything up, throw gear in the back of the side-by-side, throw stuff out of the side-by-side to a truck. That's a huge advantage for us. Huge. Oh yeah, Quentin. I know of a few of them. And from the few that I know you're around that have told me they're trapping around you, take note of what they're doing because I idolize those guys. Those guys are people that run circles around me like I'm standing still. Um, they're just more secretive. So when you get to an area where you know where they're at, or you see them there, whatever they say or whatever their set is, learn from it, man, because those guys are the real cat's meow in my opinion. You know, they catch 1,500 raccoons to 2,000 just messing around in the fall. So, Ruger. Hey, don't tread on me. You're good, buddy. You're good. We'll be on here for a little bit longer. I just got a big day with some fur tomorrow, so we're not going to be too crazy late. But I want to try and get on early before it gets hot, and then go fishing in the afternoon. That I never got a chance to do. So, oh, good, Clinton. Good deal. Yeah. Now's the day and age, people share a lot more than they ever used to. Yes, it will, Ruger. Or it could hurt you depending on who they are, too. It's probably more the way you explained of helping you, but I've heard of a few scenarios or seen a few scenarios that's like, oh my. Hmm. Sounds like it's starting. Oh, yeah, don't tread on me. It's going to be pretty eventful next 3 days, I think it is, they said. Actually, I can look in here. Ooh, there's the wind. Wind really picked up now. I'm watching the news from my living room in here right now. Can't see what they're saying, but they're saying something. Oh yeah, Ruger. Very true. Very true. But you really don't stumble across other dirt hole sets here. I mean, two people got permission on private ground, or one's trespassing. There's a little thunder. Oh, cool, Chad. I hope you make it, man. Yeah, Quentin. Yeah, and that's I talked about this theory earlier that, and it's just theory, and I have no reasoning behind it at all. But these last 3 to 5 years have been really weird. We've been extremely dry, a very big drought, and our winters have been very warm and really no snow, or if any cold weather snow, it wasn't until mid to late January into February. Now we're kind of back on more traditional where we get a lot of storms and a fair amount of rain. And I wonder if this winter, if we're not going to have a normal winter and be froze up or snow on the ground by Thanksgiving. So that's a huge possibility. I could be wrong though. Is the y'all squad there yet? What's that? What are you talking about, Pest Hunter? Ooh, I can feel the breeze coming in now from my west window. I might want to close that one because that rain's going to come right in that one. Is that like a storm chaser or what? I'm really confused now. My wife would say that don't take much. Thanks, don't tread on me. Yeah, that was. Boy, I'll tell you what, that was. It's amazing. She got an award out of 68 girls for being the most graceful dancer. And that's for first grade. And they have seniors in there. So she's pretty talented and she loves doing it. But we sat there for an hour and a half in a church with no air conditioning, with 300 people and no fans. I was dying. That was rough. And she was only in 2 dances. So, I gotcha. Gotcha, Ace. I don't follow that stuff very much. I watch a lot of the tornado videos on YouTube from time to time, but Ruger, I mean, I was sitting up in the balcony with no air movement, probably a solid 92, 93 degrees. Like, my in laws could probably be there with a coat on, and I'm just sitting there just feeling it drip off my nose. And I was almost like catching it so it didn't hit the floor. Oh, cool, hunting stuff. That's neat. I didn't know that. I appreciate you explaining that. Yeah, Lori at the end there, she saw the family were sitting up there and trying to wave at her, and she finally found us and pointed to us at her friends. So, oh man, it's great to watch her up there, but that's that's tough. I feel like that'd probably be like a lot of parents that are like in wrestling. You know, their kid might have 2 matches, but you're gonna be there for 4 hours. You know, well, it's my kid wrestles for 20 minutes of this whole thing, but we're gonna be here for 4 hours. So, it's just yeah, one of those things. Yeah, Ruger. See, that's the thing. You don't have to shave it off because you just naturally it's gone, buddy. Buddy. Hmm. Hope it's a shop cap. Otherwise, you're gonna see a serial murderer just kill me here on YouTube. Yeah, Lori, it's cool. She got an actual paper award and everything. It's pretty neat. I'm gonna check that out, Ace. I appreciate it. I can't click on it now, but I definitely will when I get off here. Wow, hunting stuff. That's cool. That's so cool that there's still people out there like that. That's pretty awesome. It's a pretty scary world anymore, so it's good to know there's a few good people out there like that, and you guys, and even Ruger from time to time. I bet Lori could share some stories though. Ruger, I've got I think 10 coyotes, 10 skunks, and a badger to put up first thing in the morning, as well as 2 carcass skunks to skin out and tan, or that's gonna get tanned. And yeah, after that, my buddy gets off work at 3 o'clock. I'm gonna pick him up, and we are going fishing. I don't care if there's no water. I just need to go fishing. Wow, pest hunter. That's cool. That's so cool. Oh, Lori, I know it'd take too long to type out. Otherwise, I'd definitely ask you to. That's what I need to do. I need to go to StreamYard Ruger next live. I'm gonna bring your mom up on panel, and we're gonna talk about embarrassing Ruger stories. I'm sure the boys would love to hear them. There it comes. All right, Quentin, you take care, buddy. Like I said, reach out to me tomorrow. I'll be up halfway early. Might not be if I'm flushing. I don't really watch my phone very closely, but message me, and I want to help you out with this YouTube deal, buddy. I get it, North Idaho. How we doing, by the way? How much of a stud you were, right? All right. No, they actually had to move the studs on door frames so your head would fit through. Is more like it. That's cool, hunting stuff. Oh, Lori, please tell me his nickname. Please, even if you have to email it to me, iowatrapper2 at Gmail. Please, I'd love to hear it. You guys can hear it, but it's starting now. That's cool, Pest Hunter. Right, I get it, North Idaho. I get it, buddy. Ruger, you know what? I'm family. You got to deal with this. So, wow. Rain a little bit, not terribly anyway, but we'll see what happens. Being on here, I can't look at the radar. Buddy? I can only imagine, Ruger, what that is. By the way, I have not seen the boys on here for a while. Hopefully, they're doing well. Maybe in the summer they'll have a little more free time. North Idaho, man, I'm throwing a crawler on the bottom with a slack line and just seeing whatever happens, happens. I have no expectations, no goals. Uh, this is gonna be the first time I've just hung out with somebody outside of work and my family, and boy, I came in. Might have been last Nebraska convention in September. I don't know. I got a lot of YouTube friends. I just don't have a whole lot of local ones. Don't tread on me. I might. Ah, Rigger. I get it. No, I get it, man. I get it. I wish we'd do that in our house right now. We had kind of some issues here that frustrate me quite a bit, but I've been told not to worry about it. So, oh, I bet, Jeff. Yeah, that's kind of hoping this rain would suck some of that humidity away, but must be mostly going north of us. I thought it was going to hit us pretty quick, but I'll tell you what I got. I'm going to show you guys this one. He can get mad all he wants, but this buddy of mine wanted this skunk tanned. So here's the head. I would say obviously, but it's kind of hard to tell. flip it around to the belly. So this thing is just beautiful. I kind of want to buy it from him. Yeah, I get it, North Idaho. I get it. Bobblehead. I'll give you that, Ruger. I can only expect that you have like severe chicken legs because that's like me. Like my upper body is big, but it's like I got these severe chicken legs down below. It's kind of ridiculous. Oh no, Ace, there will be no bass. I'll promise you that. If I catch anything tomorrow, it's going to be either sheephead, which is freshwater drum, we call sheephead, catfish, or carp. Those will be the three things. Nothing else. You got or have gotten? I am confused, Ruger. No, I've never got an all white skunk, but that one's pretty cool. That's not mine, like I said, but I've got some really good white ones. Uh, Man, you get all the good stuff, Pops. Ooh, my truck's in town though, so maybe it's getting some hail too. I parked too close to other vehicles though to make a real impact. All right, Ruger. Remember, your mom's in here, and we're keeping this PG. See, in Ruger, in my family, we're given Indian names. So, like my dad, who's now in here, his nickname was Chief Trip on Stick. I'm guessing your nickname is like Sir Squats a Lot, which would be actual medieval, not Native American at all. Sir Squats a Lot. I could see that. Ruger, there are no good stories, man. I was a pretty perfect kid for the first 7 months. Ruger, I cannot believe you typed that fast. Sir Squats a Lot. Or Chief Squats a Lot. Whatever you want to call. See, why would you go there? See, I told you he called me JD. Now she's raining pretty good. Hey, Bill, how we doing, bud? Hey, Pops, are we under any kind of severe weather or anything up here? Well, that wind really picked up. All right, take care, North Idaho. Hmm. Boy, it's really blowing right now. Ruger, he's not going to be able to tell you. Just no, he's not going to be able to. I'm going to keep my dad locked up inside a doorway that, is less than 36 inches wide for your head. Ace, I like that. I like that. Lexi, you stay the hell out of this. You do not need to bring any of them up. Yeah, don't try. I mean, she's getting pretty sporty out here right now. All right, guys, we're going to bail out of here. It's getting sporty enough that I'm concerned with the family sleeping inside. So we'll catch up with you guys later. Sorry, we just got to make sure everything's going to be all right. So take care, guys.